Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Professor Oleander, and I am back from the dead for a special release. Today, we're going to be looking at Railroader. This is a game that I have been kind of watching from the sidelines. It has a kind of a small group of devs attached to it. Um, we're going to jump in here. I had already recorded this before, and I accidentally hit my stop recording button and lost it. So we're going to kind of rush into this uh, pretty quickly. And I'm going to call this the Snake Oil Line Railroad. Some of you might already catch the joke. It's going to be the SOL line. And we're going to call this SOL. And let's just go ahead and jump in here. Small team of developers. Uh, it's releasing a week earlier. It was supposed to be released on the 15th. Ended up being released on the 7th at the urging of Valve. They told the devs that since you gave your keys out a week ago, it probably, well, I don't know exactly what they told them, but I'm guessing that since they'd already given the keys out to certain YouTubers, people like Schnauzer Powers and Kerbo and Heiss and Stir, since those had gotten out and there's a lot of hype around it, and plus the colleges are getting ready to get out for winter break, probably makes sense to go ahead and I just wanted to check something here. This is a problem. I kind of have a problem with this first person camera, or with the third person camera, but that's just me. So, yes, we are the Snake Oil Line Railroad, the SOL line. If you don't get it, you don't get it. But yeah, they released this early. I'm guessing it's because, like I said, the keys went out a week ago. Then you've got people that are getting out for winter break, want to capitalize on it because I'm sure Valve keeps track of metrics and things like that, and they say, well, if you go ahead and release it here, you're probably going to catch more people with it. So we have this little cutesy 28 or God, not 28, 260. I'm going to go ahead and start renumbering my engines. Now, I have played this a little bit beforehand, and I can tell you that there are a few things that I have some issue with. The one of them, and I'll just show you very quickly. So you go into your camera here. So one of the problems that I'm having is the way that this thing orbits. The other problem that I'm having is, so click on this engine where you've got it selected because it's down here. When I do V, this is what happens. You're supposed to be able to do V and blow the whistle, but every time I do it, now when I do it from a standstill, that's fine. When I do it from third person camera, it just drags. Now see, that worked, and now it doesn't. So it's not quite sure what's going on with that, but I can work around it. Okay, so little 280 here. So the SOL, let me start off by saying if I go to the equipment, no, not equipment, Shift T, this one. These are the locomotives that are available in game. Don't know what these guys right here are. Have no interest in even finding out what they are. These guys right here are the ones that matter. So there were two engines that were added, and I actually need to make a note. There were two engines that were added at release. One of them is this guy. This is the C46, so I just need to add that on here. Actually, I just need to add it. There's a 46K one now. And then there is, it's a T, this one, 10-wheeler. This is a big 10-wheeler. This is the Casey Jones special. So let me see, that's there's a 21K. Yep, that's the wrong one. Not that one. This one. Okay. So these are the uh, DR and GW classifications for engines. So the letter denotes the number of drivers, and then the number denotes the amount of tractive effort in thousands of pounds. So G16 is a 260. G denotes 6 driver. Well, I'm sorry. It's not just driver, it is the wheel arrangement. A G is a 260, and then 16,000 pounds of tractive effort. Then you have your 10 wheeler, 460, so on and so forth. The letters, some of them make sense, like a T for a 10 wheeler, P for Pacific, S for switcher, C for consolidation, A for Atlantic. Some of these, the K's, they're Mikados, D for Decapod. Some of that makes sense. The B's for Berkshire. This is the one, this is the big boy. It's not the big boy, it's the big boy in the game. Some of the, I have an idea of how many of these engines I'm going to need, but we'll get to that at a later date. So the two engines that got added, this 10 wheeler here, I think I read that this is based off of an Illinois Central Railroad 10 wheeler, aka the Casey Jones engine 382. The other one here, the 46,000 pound consolidation, that one I think they said that is based off 604. And then we have other ones here. Let's see. This consolidation was based off of LS&I, off of an LS&I engine. And you can purchase multiples of these if you wanted to. $29,000. I have a special plan for this one, and I have a special plan for this one, and there is no 484 in here, so I'm not going to do anything. I have a plan if they ever put a 484 in here, what I'm going to do with it, and it's not going to be pretty. But that's just because of a certain railroad that I worked for. And it's nothing against that railroad, it's against another railroad that we... if you work for that railroad, you're kind of a sworn enemy of the other one. Anyway, so you can customize whistles too, by the way. We're going to change this one to this whistle. Ah, come on. Needs a little work, but I can get there. Okay, SOL number 3. This was a 260, and this one's going to be numbered 70 because that's the numbering system that I'm going with. And you can see that these are actual, they're like, I think they're layer masks. You can see the nice detailing on the tenders here. You can see that the rivets here. Now one thing, well, can't really, I guess I could. Well, I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'll show you on this one over here. So if we look here, you can see how the rivets, they are, well, not on this one maybe, but the way that it masks, you see how the rivet actually points through it. So it is kind of a, I think it's a mask is what it's called. One of the things I do need to do though is see right here where that tail is, that needs to have a space in between it. I think, yeah, the A needs to be done as well. I think this is Times New Roman. Some of these have to have spaces in it. It's just for it to work. Let me actually select this one. See, that's another bug. So I can't select this one. It might be because it's derailed, but I did it earlier. Let me shift click on this one. Actually, I guess I got to shift click on that. There we go. Okay. So let's see here. Equipment, customize. That doesn't change anything. Okay. SOL. Um, we'll just put a NYC 5 gem on there too. Okay. We can, I think it's up here in the company tab, if I'm not mistaken. I thought there was somewhere where you can change time general. Yeah, I thought there was somewhere up here where you could change your railroad. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Does not matter at all. Don't even know why I'm talking about it. Ignore me. Ignore me. Okay, let's go over here. I will go into more depth on this in a little bit. One thing they do need to do is the number scaling. See how the outer ring of the number plate up there kind of obscures it. But we'll talk about the rest of this later. Let's just move some stuff around here. Oh, that was what I was going to do. Did I number it? I did not. So let me do this right very, very quickly here. This one, I believe, is 200. Oops. Almost stopped the recording again. So there we go. There's number 200, the SOL number 200. Satellite of Love. If you know the reference, you know what I'm talking about there. Okay, so we're going to go up here into the seat. And we got this locomotive here. Actually, that's the one I wanted. And see, even whenever I hit the 0 key, same thing. So that's got to be some sort of bug. And I'll put something up in the forum or in the Discord. So what we're going to do is there's a little bit of coal left in the tower as per the tutorial, because it's almost like I've got psychedelic vision. There's a little bit of coal left in the loader. Normally what people will do and what the tutorial tells you to do is it tells you to take this locomotive, go over there, coal it, water it, and then go and get the dead engine that's got to be rerouted. Oh, by the way, this engine's on the ground. Yay. There was a flood, something happened, I don't know, Thor came, knocked the thing off the track. Who knows, who cares? We just got to go fix it because it's always the railroad's problem. So we're going to, instead of fueling this one, we're actually going to go over and fuel that one. We have 3 tons of coal there. There's only about a half a ton in the thing. The doohickey, we're going to do the thing with the thing, grab the thing, put it in the thing, and be done. So let's go ahead and get that done. So toot toot toot, or toot toot. Oh, come on now. I can do this. Okay, enough. Ah, come on. Okay, I'm done. I swear, I'm done. So, I will say this. Aside from the exhaust, the whistles that are in the game are miles ahead of other things, of other games that are out there. So I'm going to give it that. The exhaust needs work. If you listen to it, it's synthetic. It sounds old. These are all placeholders. This game's in early access. It's alpha. I'm not going to be overly critical of this game because the developers' hearts are in the right place. They're trying to do this. They're railroaders. They're railroad gamers at heart. They are trying to do something a little different. And I'll go into more depth on this game once we get a few things sorted out. Because, like I said, the orbital camera, and there's certain things that I can't really show off because I'm having trouble with it. I think part of the problem is because I have 2 monitors and because this is borderless full screen, that when I'm doing the orbit and I go off, it's actually, I'm losing focus on the game. And because I'm losing focus on the game, it messes up the way that my mouse is working for some reason. And I need to find out why See, like there's, and maybe that's what it is. I know what it is now. If you click on the terrain, it clicks and drags. You have to click on the engine. I got it. I got it. I can be taught. I know what I'm doing. I'm just making sure you're paying attention. That's all I'm gonna say. We're gonna go to Olive Garden later. We'll get it. It's capiche. I did it. I'm sleep deprived. Don't pay me any attention. Um. So yeah, okay, that's the problem then. That's what the problem was all along. That really needs to be sorted because that is annoying. I was like, why does it keep doing it? I'm like, I know people have done this. I'm like, why is it doing that? So you basically, well, I guess you can open up the roof hatch. You, oh, so okay, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. If I'd read the tutorial, I probably would have seen that. Matter of fact, I'm going to read it just to make sure. Because if not, I'm going to tell somebody. I'm going to tell somebody. You watch me tell somebody. Oh, dear God in heaven. Hallowed be thy name. Okay, we're not there. It's not there. Not there. Not there. Move on, move on, move on. So basically, you don't have... I kept doing... Because I swear that was what I saw was V plus left mouse click. But it's not left mouse click. It's you move the mouse. You just move the mouse. Okay. I'm drinking caffeine, so if you're wondering why I'm so hyper, I've like almost chugged a Mountain Dew trying to have enough energy to get through this thing tonight. We can do this. Focus, Oleander. Focus, Oleander. Oh my God. Oh my God. Don't have a heart attack on stream. Well, we're not streaming, so it doesn't matter if I die. If I die, okay, if you're watching this in the future and I die, I don't know, did something. You know what I forgot to do? I did that. I'm going to fire myself and rehire myself because, that's what we do on the snake oil line. Focus! Oh my God. Alright, we're going to go down here. We're going to Superman re-rail the locomotive. Because that's how it works. And then we're going to bring it over, coal it, put it into the shed, hire some guys, bada bing, bada bang, bada boom, and I might go a little bit further. It just depends on whether or not I can keep my focus and not go 100 mile an hour. So let's go ahead and start backing up. Well, now that I know how to do it. I'm going to be glad whenever they make it where we can remap keys, because I'm going to kind of lay this out like the way Run 8 laid out. Oh my God. I threw something away and missed. Nearly broke a window. That's another thing that's a little weird. So once you get to about 11 miles an hour, the chuffs change. So if you've ever listened to like Train Simulator, and I think most games that simulate railroads do this, so they have like different tiers of exhaust sounds or engine sounds based off of how fast or how many RPMs you're going. So when you're going slower speeds, there's one set, and then it kind of blends into the next set, and it kind of blends into the next set. That's a problem that this game is having, is that the stuff doesn't necessarily blend together very well. And again, early access, placeholders, you get the point. I'm not making excuses for it. I said I wasn't going to be overly critical of this game. I'm not going to be. So far, I liked it. I've watched the streams, and I just like what I see in the streams, and I think this game has a lot of potential. Alright, enough. Crazy Dynamo, get out of the seat. That's another thing that's really cool about this game. So you don't have to click on anything to climb. So like if I want to climb up on this locomotive, all I have to do is just keep walking. I climb, and then I go over here and I sit into the seat. And you just hunker down into the seat just by walking into it. So that's a cool feature. So now we're going to go out here because we ate our Wheaties this morning, and we're going to... Okay. Done. We're going to do the same thing on this one. Yep. Alright. Done. Man, that was easy. If it was that easy in real life, everybody would do it. I'm kidding. I have unfortunately had to re-rail a locomotive or two, and it's not that easy. Usually requires a bunch of oak blocks, a whole lot of swear words, and yeah, lots of copious amounts of alcohol afterwards. Okay, so let's see. We want to reversulate. We're already reversulated. We want to give her some beans. 1 bean, 2 bean, 3 bean, 4. We got some slack action noise going on there. And that'll probably coast right on in there. Kiss it. And you notice down here in the lower left, these are our cars that we have. So if you set the brakes, which we're not gonna talk about it right now. You see that they turn red. That means that the brakes are applied. Purple means that there's a handbrake. White means that there's nothing on it. So the engine is this guy, and the tender is the box looking thing, and then we've got an engine and a handbrake, and that's the box for the tender. You can bail off, so like if we apply the train brake, the independent brake will set up, and then we can bail off of it right there. So cool little feature. I guess I could go ahead and show this, how you couple everything. So basically it is, you can do shift click and you can couple everything together. That opens up all the angle cocks, or hear me out, follow me now, stay with me. If I'm talking too fast, I'm going to show that. Hi, if I'm talking too fast, tell me to slow down. I don't know. I just feel like being silly. So it does simulate emergencies, as you can see. I'm trying to get... Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought it was just click, but you can join the guys together. You click on them. You shift click. Well, let me do it again. Shift click. It opens everything up for you. And then that one's closed. One other thing that I didn't talk about yet is the brake rigging is animated. You can see the brakes going up against the shoes here, or the brakes going against the shoes. You can see the brake shoes going up against the wheels. Let's see. Oh yeah, I gotta do this thingy. So to MU, I gotta select the engine. To MU, we're going to cut this one out. So now it's basically quote unquote box card is the parlance, or it should be, but it's not. Let's release that. So this one you can see the... Is that... Well, wait a minute. Oh, okay. I was about to say, wait a minute, that's wrong. But that's the opposite. That's right. I thought I had it released and it applied. I'm actually looking at for some reason it's got a handbrake on the locomotive and not the tender, so we'll knock that guy off now. That's interesting. That air compressor sound that you're listening to, it's a one lung compressor. but it sounds like a cross compound. I'm shaking my head. I'm actually dancing my head in time with the compressor. Um, that's the sound of a cross compound. Ask me how I know. I've only had to listen to that thing for 3 years. Yeah, one lungs, they just go, well, doom 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 doom, or doom 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 doom. When you hear that clicking and it's two, I mean, you listen to it and you can literally just hear two pistons going up and down side by side. So that's a cross compound noise, or sound, I should say. So let's see, cut out. Okay, it is working. Because I was doing the independent. Yeah, so if you listen, let me see if I can hear it. High, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low. So you've got a high pressure side and a low pressure side. You're reusing the steam more than once. They're a little bit more efficient. You're quote unquote reusing the steam. You're taking the exhaust of one and you're just using it again. Is it more efficient? They do tend to be faster to pump up because you're using two pistons to pump. So you're basically pumping double the amount of air in the same amount of time, more or less. They tend not to work as hard as the single stage compressors, because single stage compressors only got one compression cylinder, and it's having to pump twice as hard to make the same amount of air, whereas a cross compound, you've got two that are sitting there working in tandem and they're pumping twice as fast, and so they don't have to pump anywhere near as hard as the single ones. So it's more, are they more efficient? Kind of, but it's more or less they don't wear out as quickly as the other ones do. I mean, we had two cross compound air compressors mounted on the smoke box, and man, you only needed one. Two of them things running shook the whole freaking locomotive. These guys that are mounted on the boiler, which is what this one's mounted, and does this one? I know it's got one. Yeah, there it is right there. It's mounted on the boiler too. Kind of a classic location there. What did I want to do? Area mute, so break a lake of hiney ho is working. Had my lights on. We'll do this as an extra because why not? We'll do our little deuce boost over here. It'll be red, even though we're in yard limits. Don't question me. Just go with it. Trust me. I know what I'm doing parts of the time. Don't judge me. Okay, so we've got that thingamajigger hooked up. The handbrake is on. It's emulated. We're gonna go up here, climb into the cab, sit down in the suit, pay no attention to the floating brake stand. Hi, Mom. We're just going to get this thing going here. So let's go back out into this view. And now that I know how to do it and I don't look like a freaking idiot, okay. Off we go into the wild blue, hither to yonder. So when I messed around with this earlier, it sounds like they may have gone in and adjusted the chuff noises. So if you have a load behind you, it's louder, which would be true to life. If you want to hear an engine that's working hard, and I cannot believe that I am saying this, if you want to hear what an engine sounds like when it is working hard, oh, I don't even want to say it. Go on YouTube and look for 2102. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say it again. If you didn't hear it, sorry. Sorry. I only say it, you get one time. One time. That's it. But that engine worked. Yeah, they've definitely changed the sound. Since I watched it on stream, they have definitely changed the sound. That is, when you have a load behind it, you have an engine that's working, it will thump, 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 thump. I don't think I mentioned it before, but I'm going to play this game realistically, not necessarily prototypical. I'm going to run it the way that I want to run it, but we're going to be somewhat realistic about it. Although this probably seems like it's working harder than it is for the amount of weight that's behind it. And once I get used to the camera, we'll start doing some tricky maneuvers. Alright, that's good right there. Alright, bring her back. Poop. Let's see, we want to follow that guy. Sometimes that exhaust sounds good, and then there's other times where it's just a little bit off. It's a little bit too synthetic. I like my chuffs to be organic, free range, if you know what I mean. Alright, let's put some brake in my jigger on. Let's see which one I can stop at first. Don't put it on the cab roof. No! Alright, alright, alright. Who won the bet? If I'd used the automatic, I probably could have stopped it on time. That's alright, right there. Alright, let's load some coal into this thing. So this coal loader is very similar to the one that we had. The water tower is too. We had a different weight system on ours, but this thing was always a pain in the ass because you had to stand up on top of the tender, and there was like this ramp in there where the funnel would go. You'd get it so far, and then it would kind of spring back. It would roll over, and then just kind of move out of the way so it cleared the main line. God, it was such a pain in the ass getting that thing pulled over. So we've put half a ton of coal in here. We're going to back up, and we're going to go ahead and fill the tender up. That's interesting. Listen real closely. It doesn't do that when you... I guess it's because I got the steps in it, so that way it doesn't release too fast. Whoop. Wrong way, dummy. That's enough right there. Let's see if it'll fill. Nope. I guess it does it automatically. So let's see here. There we go. I like how most of the stuff in here is automatic, so you click it once and it just does it for you. That was one of the problems that I had with Derail Valley. Of course, I crashed the thing into my hood, or to the cab roof. Derail Valley, you had to sit there and you had to like, I need you to go in there. You had to pull everything. It was just click and drag, click and drag, click and drag, and it didn't move at any great distance. Whenever you clicked and drag, you'd click and drag and then click and drag and then click and drag and click and drag, and it would move an inch. I mean, it was like the slowest gear drive in history. It's like, oh my god, this sucks so bad. But we're not playing that game. We're playing Railroader. So far, I like this game. It has a lot of potential. It needs tweaking here and there. It needs quality of life improvements. Little ins and outs. They're working on the models. That's why I'm not even going to talk about the models. We're not focusing on that right yet. I just want to look at the game in general and just kind of get a feel for it and just kind of wrap my head around it so that way this weekend I can really kind of just sit down and play it. Because like I said, I got to be back at work at 6 o'clock in the morning, and it's now 10 to 9, and I usually go to bed about 9. So, you guys are getting the worst of me because I'm tired, as I've said it before. We'll stow that guy. We'll do the poot, poot, poot. And then back of that ass up. Now he's not MU'd, but you can see he's got a fire on there. We're going to keep this prototypical. Well, we're going to keep it realistic. We'll keep it under 5. Start ringing the ding-a-ling. We're going to pretend that we told the shop crew that we're coming in, because that would just be mean if we didn't. I mean, I didn't say that. That'll do. Shut up. Dunk change. Alright, let's go down here. We're going to set us a handbrake so that way she don't roll away. And then we're going to close the angamacoxons. And then we're not even going to do that. We're just going to cut the lever. And then we're going to let nature do its thing. So let's see here, 0. And we want to go foo hard. And then we want to take the brakes off. Ka-chow. Oops. That's kind of annoying. Alright, stop there. Let me see, which one was which? Okay, there's the reverser right there. So at least they're in line, so it's not too bad. Like I said, I'm going to set this up like I would in Run 8. Alright, that's done. So we got that done here. We got this guy in here into the shop. Almost got him underneath the smoke jack, but that's alright. So we go up here to our company menu and we pick, it's locations. We want the East Whittier Engine Service Shop. We want to hire 2 people. They're going to be here at midnight. And they're going to fix our little 10-wheeler. So that is the first little bit of the shit out of luck. I mean the Snake Oil Line Railroad. And I may do some of this stuff off camera tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to make another video tomorrow. I think I'm going to keep familiarizing myself with this. I'm not going to run a passenger run yet. Can we just can we just embrace the fact that we have a passenger car that has the Snake Oil Line Railroad on it? I mean, oh, one thing I should probably point out: we can customize our passenger equipment. So, and I'm not going to go too deep into this right yet, but we have a color wheel here. And let's just see what would be fitting of the Snake Oil Line Railroad. Let's see, something like that maybe, or can we go over here? No, no. Oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah. Oh, wait. Go back a little more. A little. No, back the other way. Where is it? Where are you at? I think something about like that, and then we've got, let's see, what is a gaudy thing. Ow, got a cramp in my hand. Let's see, what else can we do? Oh yeah, that's it right there. That is 251. What can I name this one? Should we do the mandatory? I think that's gonna be our first railroad car right there. You ain't gonna miss that one. We don't even need the caboose, man. If you can't see that thing, you blind. So that's gonna be the SOL 42069. All right. Oh my God. Yeah. That's a screenshot. Okay. So with that being said, this is the first part of Railroader, and I'll have some sleep by the next time that we come in here. This is not going to change. I'm telling you right now, I'm not changing this one. The other ones, I don't care what color they are. We'll come up with a company color. But this one, this is the initial one. This is the attention getter. That's what this is. This is the attention getter one. This is how you get people to say, what is that? I have to write it. I could say that's what she said, but yeah, that is what she said. But they're like, yeah, what is this thing? We need to find out. So that's how this is advertising. That is the best marketing strategy I've ever come up with. So in the next video, we will run, we'll run this monstrosity up to, I don't even remember, one of the, whatever stations next up the line. Let me pull up the map here. Wherever it is, the place where all the people are, I think it's here, so it's going to be in Whittier. Yeah, I think we're going to run between Whittier and Ayla. So that's all I have for tonight. Hope this video made some sense. If not, I'm sorry. I don't know when I'm going to get this uploaded. It's probably not going to be Friday night because I want to. I don't know. We'll see. It may go up tonight. It may go up on the 7th. It's probably going to end up going on the 8th. But I will see you this weekend for sure, whether I live stream or whether I do another video, one way or the other. So until next time.